Afternoon baseball here on the show. It's the home opener of this new season between the Chicago White Sox and the Boston Red Sox. Folks around here in high spirits. Matt Vasgersian with you on a day that's been circled on their calendars since about midwinter. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, as we get things going this season, it's pitching that has to be key if this team's going to have success.
Just like any team, pitching is going to be a key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but if they can pitch like they can, I think this team is going to be pretty successful.
All right. The stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you, folks. Play-by-play is coming up next. Nate Eovaldi gets the ball for the opener in front of these hometown fans. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, he wasn't all that bad in his last one, pitching into the 6th inning to pick up the win. We'll see if he can go a little bit deeper in this one.
Now at the plate, Luis Robert. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
For the White Sox, the center fielder, Luis Robert.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. They come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
A ball and a strike now. Sunshine starting to break through a bit after a cloudy morning. 57 degrees here at game time. The 1-1 home is laid off for ball 2. The 2-1. And a little off to begin the afternoon as it's to 3-1 now.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
The 3-1. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And it's gone into the monster seats. So that's his first home run in the big leagues, and it's fair to say it's a moment he'll never forget.
Well, there's no doubt about that, Matt. People ask him 50 years from now who he hit it off of and what stadium he was playing in, and he'll remember it all. Heck, he'll probably remember what kind of pitch it was, too. Hopefully he can get the ball back so that can go in his trophy case forever.
Batting second, the second base.
So here's Yoan Moncada. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. This is pulled into right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
So here's Jose Abreu. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. The 1-0 home is looked at for ball number 2.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Ready with the 2-0.
3 balls, no strike.
Good job by the catcher to keep the ball from getting too far away and allowing that base runner to get into scoring position. That keeps the double play in order, which they need, seeing as they've already given up 1 run in this inning.
Here it comes. The 3-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to Moreland, and it's a double play. Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. What do you think they need to do to keep the winning streak a-rolling, D-Row?
Well, Matty, you walk into this yard today and it's nothing but a hitter's park. But that can work against you at times. You have to stay within yourself. You can't just be turning and burning on everything. Stay within the game plan and know that a mistake doubles leaving this yard.
Edwin Encarnacion to the plate now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. The 1-0 home is blasted out to left center. This one's deep and not coming back. Gone! So a solo home run for Edwin Encarnacion. Home run number 3 here in the early going as the White Sox move in front 2-0.
Boy, not the way you'd like to start a game, right? First inning you come in, you give up 2 home runs. We'll see if he can regroup right here. It's not easy to sometimes come back from that.
And here's the switch-hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal. Line to the right side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
You don't think being a starting pitcher in this league will test your resolve? He's already given up more runs in the first inning in this one than he did his entire last start. That's the kind of roller coaster ride that will make you a little crazy, but that's kind of how baseball works sometimes.
At the plate, James McCann. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Ball 1. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Dan, Rusty Valentine behind the dish tonight. He is north-south without question, letters to knees.
Well, I tell you what, he really favors a power pitcher. If you can consistently pitch at about the chest level and above, he'll call that high strikes.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the White Sox 2 and the Red Sox nothing. Dallas Keuchel gets the ball for the White Sox in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Dallas Keuchel is a complete pitcher. He's kind of a throwback to a Jimmy Key kind of pitcher, a Tom Glavine type, not overpowering, 89 to 91 miles an hour with sink. Has the curveball, has the slider, and the straight changeup. What makes Dallas Keuchel so good, he'll throw all 4 of his pitches at any point in the count.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Jose Peraza is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning 1-0. Fellas, these White Sox, as they enter play today, they come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Yeah, Matty, this is one of those special moments throughout the course of the season where everyone kind of looks around the clubhouse and takes stock. 6 in a row, you have a chance to rattle off a 7th. You start saying, hey, maybe something special is going to happen this summer.
2-1 now to the Boston leadoff hitter. Liner toward right center. But this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out. With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. Mark DeRosa, what's the key to them starting out 1-0 here at home?
Well, Matt, this lineup finds themselves down 2 runs. Nothing crazy. Everyone relax. Stay within the game plan. Find a way to execute and get 1 run on the board and get back in this.
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. Line to the right side. Mazara is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Batting third, the left fielder, J.D.
Into the box, J.D. Martinez. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Keuchel sets his sights and the pitch. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 3-1 to Martinez.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your A swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that'll wind up a foul ball just to the right of Pesky's pole. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
First pitch of the at-bat. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Martinez, the runner at first with 2 gone. Still no balls and 2 strikes. And it's fouled away. Here it comes on 0-2. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. On to Lansdowne and gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 4th home run here in the early going. And the Red Sox have come back to knock things up at 2.
Well, that lead didn't last very long. Great swing of the bat right there to get your team right back in it and tie this one up.
Rafael Devers.
The third baseman.
And a ball 1-0. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Here comes the 1-0. And that misses low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Keuchel has become known as a guy that's tough to take deep. So many starting pitchers find themselves snake bitten by the gopher ball, but he really limits that.
In this day and age of smaller ballparks, the ball's lively, the bats are harder. This guy does a great job of keeping the ball in the ballpark. And one of the keys, he's not predictable. He'll throw his off-speed pitches behind an account. He's really difficult to sit on just one pitch.
To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. It's a solo home run for Rafael Devers. Second home run early in the year as the Red Sox have taken a 3-2 lead.
This is exactly what you want your offense to do, to get your fans involved. Bottom of the first inning, let's get it started early with a homer.
Standing in now, Kevin Pillar. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Hit back up the middle. Moncada gloves it. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. 1 inning in the books here. It's the Red Sox 3 and the White Sox 2. Now at the plate, Nomar Mazara, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season.
Mazara.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Oh, and he shoots it into center field for a leadoff single.
Hey, the offense did their homework coming into this one. There's another leadoff knock in the second. That makes 5 hits already for these guys.
At the plate now, Leury Garcia fouled off. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Outside for a ball, 1-1. A runner at first with no outs here. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that's going to find its way into left. Back-to-back knocks have him going here to start the second.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
In now, Danny Mendick, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. A line shot to third base.
Now batting.
All right, let's take a quick look at how the Red Sox set up on D today. And let's focus on the guy behind the dish tonight, Christian Vazquez. Lock in on this guy. Some say he looks like a young Pudge Rodriguez in his prime. The bat's coming, but the way he massages this pitching staff, it should be your focus.
Stepping in now, Luis Robert. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Ranging back is Pilar, and it's off the green monster. And the second run will score as the lead will change hands now at 4-3. And he's in there with a 2-run triple.
With that base hit right there, D-Row, that's his third RBI of the game. More importantly, his team's now ahead.
Yeah, these are the special ones. He's had a great approach all day. He's battled his tail off, and he's given his team single-handedly, almost given his team a chance to win this one.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. He swings and sends it in the air to right center field. Catch made here in medium deep right center, and the runner's breaking from third. And they'll tack on an insurance strike with the sac fly as they lead now 5-3.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High in the air out towards shallow right. Verdugo waits on it. And the inning is over. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and no one left. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the White Sox 5 and the Red Sox 3. In now, Christian Vazquez, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Here's the first pitch to him. Cut fastball in there for a called strike. A 1-1 count now to Vazquez. Fastball right back to the mound, and he'll flip on to first to record the out.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Chicago White Sox. And patrolling the outfield today is Nomar Mazara, one of the young superstars in our game right now. But he doesn't take his defense for granted. He's the big chill out there, making the game look easy with a strong and accurate throwing arm.
So here's Michael Chavis now, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. 1 out, nobody on. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
I get it. He wants to see this guy's repertoire, but now he's behind in the count. Puts himself in a tough spot to hit.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone cold take.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
He's looking a lot sharper and has settled in here in the second inning. It'd be hard not to, because that first inning was pretty much a mess. But I give him credit for letting it go and making some really good adjustments.
There's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2-0.
2 outs here, and the focus needs to stay sharp. You don't want that lineup turning over in an inning if you can help it.
Hit hard on the ground to first. Fielded cleanly, and the off-balance throw is right there for the 3rd out, and a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. Down in order go the Red Sox. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. So here's the cleanup hitter, Edwin Encarnacion, and he's off to a hot start in this one. homered his first time around.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Peraza has a play. 1 out.
Up next to the right side.
So the base is empty here with 1 away. And up next, the switch hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat it. He's had a rough couple innings. He's going to have to find a way, whether it be mechanically or mentally, to be able to stay in this game.
There's a cut fastball that time that runs in a bit too tight, and it's 2-0 now. And this is a called strike at the letters. Looked like ball 3, but make it 2-1 instead. Now a check swing, but he does manage to hold up in time. Ball 3. Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Now the 3-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Payoff pitch one more time. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. The 3-2 one more time. Fouled away. The 3-2 one more time. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And foul, though it had the home run distance. The next 3-2. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
The catcher, number 33, James McCann.
Stepping up now, James McCann. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First offering on its way. The 0-1 on its way.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Ranging back is Pilar at the track, and it bangs off the monster. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Anytime the ball is hit that hard to deep center, you know it's going to be a tough play. The center fielder gives chase, but it ends up coming off the wall, and by that time, you knew it was going to be a triple.
In now the power hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara as he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
Now the Red Sox skipper's up out of the dugout and on his way toward the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change as that's going to be off for his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to more than a handful of boos, I'm sure, after what can only be described as a terrible pitching performance. Colin McHugh is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. At the plate, Leury Garcia. He singled his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike one.
One strike.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. 2 out, nobody on. And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him. Danny Mendick would be next. The 3-1. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take, and a walk is the result.
Ready for another chance? Danny Mendick hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
No balls and 1 strike. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Runner goes for second. Pitch outside. The throw. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Another look at the throw down that results in a 3rd out on the bases. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Bottom of the 3rd now, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Jose Peraza.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still 1 good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Roll, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
He's set, and the pitch. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Nobody out, runner on first. Fastball called for strike 2. High in the air out to center field. Long run for the center fielder. He gets to it and makes the catch for the 1st out.
Now batting, left fielder, JD Martinez.
So a runner at first with 1 out now. And into bat next, one of the best run producers in the land, JD Martinez. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. Runners on first with 1 down. Heading out towards shallow right. Mazara's under it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, shortstop.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And that'll bring up the power hitting shortstop Xander Bogaerts. From the stretch. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Now a throw over, and he'll dive back in. 2 out with the man at first. And again a throw, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Now another 0-2. Cue shot here out towards short. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in.
Man, he got the front foot down right there, kept the front shoulder tucked, and was able to stay inside that ball for a soft liner in the center field.
Rafael Devers the next to bat. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Devers carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. 2 balls and no strikes.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
The count now at 2-1. 2 men are on with 2 men out.
Nope.
3-1.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
And he fouls this one off. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings. So our situation has the bases loaded. 2 men out. And that'll bring up a man who's a human highlight reel defensively, Kevin Pillar. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Keuchel pauses. Here's the 0-1. Bases are loaded here. 2 down. And it's 1-2.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
And that is through into center field, a base hit. And not in time as the run scores. And he's safe.
Boy, Dero, talk about so close, but yet so far. 1 strike from getting out of this inning, but a big 2-run base hit right there.
Yeah, that batter was able to control his emotions. Not a guy who fears going deep in the count right there, and he was able to come through.
To the plate now, Christian Vasquez. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1.
This inning hasn't gone the way he wanted it to, but it's not a total disaster yet. Sometimes pitching is about damage control, so if he can strand these guys out there, that would be pretty huge.
Fastball well outside.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting in fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
2 down, runners at first and second. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. The 3-2 pitch. Takes this the other way to right. And this is a fair ball as it'll head toward the pesky pole and right. And the runner is in from second. He's in at second safely as we're now tied after a pair of runs score on the play.
They say when it rains, it pours, and it's pouring out there right now. Drives in 2 more with that shot, making it 4 runs in the inning. This inning is starting to get away from him.
So now to the plate, Michael Chavis, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
It is absolutely amazing how this game has just changed on a dime right here. Credit the offense putting a big inning together to get themselves right back in this ballgame.
The set and the 1-2.
Outside.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Here's the 2-2 to first. Reined in. Off-balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. 3 innings complete, and we are tied 7-7. Back now at Fenway Park, and here's Heidi Watney with a report.
Thanks, Matt. I had a chance to talk with White Sox manager Rick Renteria between innings about his thoughts on his lineup's performance. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said their ability to get on the attack and chase the opposing starter from the game prior to the 4th inning obviously sets them up nicely for the rest of the game. Now, he just hopes they can keep that same focus at the plate in the middle and late frames, Matt.
Thank you, Heidi. Striding in once again, Danny Mendick as we begin the top of the 4th.
Mendick.
First pitch of the at-bat. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Counts a ball and 2 strikes to the White Sox shortstop. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
He went with the off-speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Full count, 3-2. Now a ball hit foul down the line in right and in amongst the fans. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
That is not the way he wanted to start off this half inning. It's one thing to walk the leadoff hitter, but it's even more painful when the leadoff hitter is an absolute burner and he can really wreak some havoc on the bases.
So striding forward now, Luis Robert. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High in the air out to center field. Pillar's there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 10, second base.
Ready once again, Yoan Moncada. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Well, if you're looking for pop, he definitely has more pop, more home run potential hitting from the left side. This is his power side.
I know he stole a strike right there, but he better be careful with that curveball. That's coming across and catching a lot of plate. And if he stays back, he's going to drive that thing with some serious authority.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. He's on the move again from first. Pitch misses the throw down. Right on the money, and he's cut down trying to take second base.
Well, I'm not sure if he was going on his own or if that came from the dugout, but either way, he didn't give himself much of a chance with the lead he took. A bigger lead, and maybe he's in there safely.
The 1-2. Misses for the second ball. Count remains 2-2.
Hey, with 2 outs in the number 2 hole, you're just trying to get on. You got the big boys coming up behind you.
Here now the 2-2. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is... just about set to go for the last of the fourth. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Looking at the numbers, they currently have 4 hits coming from at-bats where they were behind in the count. That indicates that these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and making it very difficult for the opposition to get them out.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Michael Kopech will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far.
Number 34, Michael.
First pitch on its way. Mitch Moreland stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Robert is there, and he has it for the first out.
The batter, number 3, second baseman, Jose Peraza.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Jose Peraza. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Down on the shins and missed with it. Ball 1. A ball and a strike. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Robert is there. 2 gone.
The right fielder, number 99, Alex Verdugo.
Striding in for Boston, Alex Verdugo. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. A ball and no strikes. And Verdugo goes in front. 2 balls and no strikes. Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Too tight with that one. 3-0. J.D. Martinez would be next. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
The 3-2 pitch. Rolled slowly down the first baseline. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. This remains a 7-all tie. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And stepping in, the long ball threat, Jose Abreu. First offering on its way. Skied into straightaway right. Verdugo waits on it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Up next to Chicago, the third baseman, Edwin Encarnacion.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Edwin Encarnacion. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a curveball that misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0. And now the Red Sox will get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Just missing here. 2-0.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Nope. 3-0.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
Here's the 3-0. He loses him on ball 4.
And you can tell by his body language that he's beyond frustrated by that call. He's got to be wondering what he's got to do, but the last thing he needs to do is to let it get under his skin. That will only make things worse.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Yasmani Grandal. on the stretch. Lined into right, a base hit. The relay, but he'll be in there with a double.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting his baseball back.
Standing in now, James McCann. As he'll go after a curveball out of the zone to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. Grounder down the line at third, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Ready on 0-2. Seven runs, 9 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. Good work there to prevent any advance. It's 1-2. Popped him up. Peraza is there. 2 gone. Now to the plate, Nomar Mazara. It was an RBI sac fly for him last time through.
Yeah, super successful for that moment, but this is a completely different situation.
And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. Throw won't get him. Now a good throw in will hold that second runner at third base, so they're at the corners now with 2 away.
Boy, talking about coming up with a big knock. After that pop-up, it looked like the inning was potentially over. Big 2-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, you watch your teammate in front of you miss his pitch. He got a nice pitch to hit right there and pops it up. You could tell he was dejected as he went back to the dugout. All you're trying to do is be a great teammate. Sean Casey always used to say to me, "Hey, D-Row, mix in a good teammate one time." That's exactly what this guy did.
It was a walk in his last trip. Comes set, the 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
0-2. Here it is. And that one got a piece of him.
Well, there's a couple of ways to look at this. It never looks good to hit a man when your team is getting shelled. Seems a little suspicious. Then again, sooner or later, you've got to reclaim the inside part of the plate, or things can get even worse.
Striding in, Danny Mendick. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
Hey, if he's going to get swings and misses at balls up and out of the zone, he's going to continue to go there.
And he misses with it. 1-1.
It's moments like this as a pitcher when you feel the whole world is against you. You're already in hot water with the bases loaded, so it doesn't make life any easier when you're not getting calls that you think you should.
The set. And the 1-2. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Line toward right center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. 1 run scores. And the second run will score as well. Over to first now, and he's out trying to scramble back. That ends the inning, but 2 runs do count on the play. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the White Sox 10 and the Red Sox 7. Next up for the Red Sox, J.D. Martinez. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5. First pitch on its way.
Ball, that pitch is out.
The 1-0. Takes this the other way to right. Mazzara is there to put it away for out number 1.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
So 1 away here with the bases empty. And that'll bring up the shortstop and one of the better two-strike hitters in baseball, Xander Bogaerts.
Ball 1.
And that misses for ball 1.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he popped him up. Encarnacion in foul ground. And this will land foul. The next 1-2 pitch. Softly hit to short. Scooped up. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Up next for the Red Sox, the third baseman, Rafael Devers.
Coming to the plate now, Rafael Devers. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Hit sharply toward the right side. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Red Sox. Could have used a field goal. It's 10-7. Heath Hembree will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Number 37, Heath Hembree.
Now at the plate, Luis Robert. He'll do battle with a new arm out there in their half of the 6th.
Luis Robert.
Here's the first pitch to him. And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Set to deliver the 0-1. And it's fouled away. Oh, 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Stepping in, Yoan Moncada. Lifetime against this particular arm. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Now the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Chasing after it is Pilar. And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit.
Some guys just lay back and watch that first pitch go by no matter what. Work the count, make the pitcher waste a few pitches, but when he serves up a fastball like this on the first pitch, it's hard not to go after it. And that's just what he does. He jumped all over it.
At the plate, Jose Abreu grounded softly down the line toward first. 1 out and a runner on second base. A ball and a strike now to Jose Abreu.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2.
Everything this guy throws moves, and that two-seamer has a mind of its own.
On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor, and he's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
Bullet back up the middle. Into the slide, and he comes up with a great catch for the second out.
The batter, the third baseman, Edwin Encarnacion.
That's a slick play out there as we take a look at it on show motion. He was charging in quickly, and he slides to get under the ball just before it reaches the ground and gets the out. Well done.
Edwin Encarnacion will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with 2 away.
Up next is Chicago.
Ready for another shot now, Yasmani Grandal. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. Here's the first pitch to him. Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. Gone. And that one had some extra distance. So a 3-run shot to right center field. Home run number 5 on the year, as it's now a 6-run ball game. Well, one of the narratives of today's game has been driven by the long ball. We've seen these squads go deep a combined 5 times in this one.
Yeah, Matty V. Well, D-Row, you kind of expect a high-scoring game with that green monster here at Fenway.
Yeah, it changes your whole mindset. Right center's out of the equation. Dead right field's out of the equation. Goes to 380 at its deepest part. Unless you want to hit one down the pesky pole, you're looking to pepper that green monster.
Josh Taylor gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Number 33, James McCann.
At the plate now, James McCann, as he'll go after the first pitch and line one into right field for a base hit.
Now batting, the right fielder, Nomar Mazara.
Stepping in now, Nomar Mazara, as he'll take a breaking ball in off the plate for ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And that is off the wall. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Wow, when you're swinging the bat like he is, you want the game to go to extra so you can get some more ABs. That's his 3rd hit of the game, and his swing just keeps getting better and better. Almost hit that one out of here, but he'll take a double anytime.
To the plate now, Leury Garcia, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch. Comes set and the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
3 runs already home here. Curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. And the 2-1. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters due up in the bottom of inning number 6. White Sox on top, 13-7. Stepping into the box, Kevin Pillar. He drove home 2 with a single in his last plate appearance.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike. The 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Slapped hard the opposite way. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And the Red Sox have something going. It's a leadoff double.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by him, but he shows some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice 2-bagger.
Into the box now, Christian Vasquez. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat.
And he's got to build off.
Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard. And they'll get it in quickly. It's 1st and 3rd now with nobody out.
That's one of the beauties of playing in Fenway right there. Most places that's a double or a home run, but at Fenway you're coming out of the box thinking, can I make it to second? Because if it caroms and that left fielder fields it cleanly, you're dead to rights at second base. And that's a heck of a job to hold him in this thing.
0-1 the count. Called strike. 0-2.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Good time to try to put the ball down in the strike zone. You can either get a strikeout or a potential double play ball.
Count remains at 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Not quite out of here as it's off the monster. A run in. Here's a second runner around third. And a relay to the plate. And he is in there.
Man, you can't hit it any better than that and keep it in the park. As we take a look here, you can see that it hits high off the wall. Almost a 3-run homer, but he'll have to be content with a 2 RBI double.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Jimmy Cordero takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning.
For the White Sox, number 50.
Into the box, Mitch Moreland. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
No one out with a runner at second. And he takes a called strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Swing and a miss, and that's a much needed first out there.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there, the straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
And here's Jose Peraza. A ball and no strikes.
Count 1-0.
Still only 1 out in the inning. That evens it up 1-1. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1.
Count to 2-1.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And this one is gone. A home run. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. First home run of the campaign for him, as this lead has been sliced down to 2. Well, that's the 6th home run we've watched leave the yard in this one. Guys, what do you think's behind the hitting we've seen here today?
Yeah, Matty V. Well, D-Row, you kind of expect a high-scoring game with that green monster here at Fenway.
Yeah, it changes your whole mindset. Right center's out of the equation. Dead right field's out of the equation. Goes to 380 at its deepest part. Unless you want to hit one down the pesky pole, you're looking to pepper that green monster.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now back, left fielder.
2 men are gone now in the Boston half of the 6th, and that'll bring up the dangerous bat of J.D. Martinez. First offering on its way. And a slider tails outside for ball 1.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
And this is going to get by Encarnacion down the line. It's a fair ball.
Well, that's not a bad pitch right there. That's a pretty good sinker. He just happens to hook that one right into left field for a base hit.
Yeah, he got the bat head out right there, Dan, and was able to get that one to left field.
Good pitch on the black. That was the sinker for a strike. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. High and deep down the left field line. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Chopped to third. There to play it is Encarnacion. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. So it's 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a man left. 7th inning coming up. The White Sox lead this one 13-11. Ryan Brazier is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 70, Ryan Brazier.
Stepping in, Danny Mendick. He was thrown out at second trying to stretch a base hit into a double in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, his wheels got him in trouble a little bit last time. Tried to take advantage, thought the defense was napping a little bit. In retrospect, maybe he should have just shut it down and steal second base.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 1-0 is swung on and missed. Strike 1. Brazier playing here in his age 31 season. He was taken in the 6th round back in the draft of 2007.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
He's set. Here it comes. Luis Roberts at the plate now as he looks at strike 1.
Good speed at first and good speed with a guy at the dish. Going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, got to get rid of it quick.
Has a look, now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. Lifted into the air to shallow center. On the move is Pilar. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
The batter, number 10, second baseman.
Digging in, Yoan Moncada, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike.
It's pretty tough for a hitter to go up there looking for a first pitch changeup. And a good job of dropping it in for strike 1.
This is popped up. Bogaerts is under it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And one of the more prolific RBI men in the league the last few years, Jose Abreu, will bat next. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
Swing, and there it goes. He got all of that ball. Gone over the monster and out onto Lansdowne Street. A 2-run home run off the bat of Jose Abreu. Second home run early in the year as they open up a 4-run lead. Well, if you're just joining us, that's the 7th home run hit so far in this game. Really unbelievable stuff.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night. But a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny?
Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. A solo shot here to left, his second of the game, as this is now a 5-run cushion. Matt Barnes will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Number 32, Matt.
Yasmani Grandal will be the first one to greet him as he'll start fresh here with the bases empty following the home run.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles in that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
First pitch on its way.
1-0.
Here's the 1-0.
2-0.
Looks like he's pitching pretty cautiously right here, but that happens when a guy's 3 for 3 on the day. Usually he's a guy you challenge a little bit more, but I guess he's earned some respect in this one.
Now the 2-0 home. Good pitch there. Had him a little out in front.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming, and then boom, the bottom falls out of it. Terrific pitch.
He swings and crushes it. Oh my, there is no doubt about this one, and they've done it again. Back to back to back home runs. A solo shot here to left, his second home run of the game, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Now batting, the catcher.
So now to the plate, James McCann, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
1-1.
Woo-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
The 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
2-1 pitch is a splitter swung on and missed. 2-2. 4 runs here in this half inning. And a full count for James McCann. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Fouled off. And he loses him on a breaking ball.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
At the plate, Nomar Mazara. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him. And I doubt there was any intent behind that.
You always want to see the curve break a lot, but this one breaks a little bit too much. Comes all the way across the plate and nicks the batter.
Digging in the switch hitter, Leury Garcia. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Has a look, now the pitch.
Ball, that's out.
One-0 count, here it is.
Ball, that's off the plate.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Fouled away. The 2-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2. And he fouls this one off.
He was absolutely all over that fastball. Have to find a way to keep that fair.
High in the air out to center field. Pilar's there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So 4 runs in the inning, but of note there was that they came on the strength of 3 home runs. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The White Sox lead it 17-11. Aaron Bummer is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season.
Number 39, Aaron Bummer.
Last half of the 7th here, and set to go as the 3rd baseman, Rafael Devers.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
That's inside. 2-0.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
3-0 to him now. Now here's the pitch.
Hey!
And that misses, ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th. Digging in, Kevin Pillar. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance. And it's fouled away.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. A runner at first with no outs here. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Into the box now, Christian Vasquez. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. In the air now, out to right field. Mazzara is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Michael.
Now the Red Sox DH, Michael Chavis. He drove in 2 runs on a double in his last at-bat.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
That one's a called strike. Back even at 1. A runner on first with 2 away. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Has a look, now the pitch.
I got the count. 2-2. Helpful.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Now the payoff pitch home is blasted out to left center. This one's deep and not coming back. Gone! So a 2-run shot to left center. Second home run early in the year as they've cut this deficit down to 4.
For the Red Sox, the first baseman, Mitch Moreland.
Standing in now, Mitch Moreland, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 1-0 home. Weak grounder down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So 2 runs on 1 hit, and the 1 hit was a big one, the home run. 8th inning coming up. White Sox on top, 17-13. Digging in to try it again, Danny Mendick. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. First offering on its way. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside. As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been the long ball. Guys, what do you think about what we've witnessed?
Well, as a former offensive player, I absolutely love it. Kudos to both lineups for doing absolute damage today. One of the most fun watches of the year.
You know, D-Roll, what this shows me is this new age way of guys going up there, and they're swinging hard. You need to make good pitches, quality pitches, and if you don't have command of the fastball, you're in for a long day, and we saw that here this afternoon, a ball flying out at near record pace.
Outside, 3-0 now.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Back to the top of the White Sox lineup now, and stepping in, Luis Robert. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. From the stretch, here's the pitch. In the dirt here. Nobody out, runner on first. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
So he goes back-to-back with the same pitch and got him to chase it both times. He's clearly not picking up that pitch very well.
So he was confident doubling up. Does he triple up on it?
It's always tough to go back-to-back-to-back. It's not a good idea to show a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
On a good curveball, gets him swinging for route number 1. Digging in now, Yoan Moncada. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike 1.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Hit down the line at first, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Fouled off. Full count now, 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
And there he goes towards second. Lined into left center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. Throw comes in quickly from left, so even on the hit and run, they'll hold things to first and second here.
Wow, that's surprising right there. Hit and run tactic used to perfection. Balls hit to the outfield. The batter does his job. I don't know how that runner's standing on second still. You tip your hat to the outfield to get it in super quick, but he's got to take the chance to get the third.
Brandon Workman gets the call as he'll pitch with 1 gone in the top of the 8th. First pitch coming. Here it is. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Here's the 2-0.
3 balls, no strikes.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
3-1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Fouled away. First and second now, 1 man out. Popped him up. There now is Moreland, and he's got it for the second out. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Edwin Encarnacion. He went deep last time up.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in 1 game. His last at bat is 2nd home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
Devers has it. Throw on to first, and the White Sox come up with nothing as the inning is over. The White Sox strand. Leading off the inning, Jose Peraza, and they'll need him to get something going here. Steve Cishek is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Chicago.
He's set, and the pitch. And this is hit on the ground to second for Moncada. No problem here, 1 away.
The right fielder, number 99.
Now at the plate, Alex Verdugo. He was a ground out victim last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Legs churning, he's headed for second. And that will hop over the wall now as he'll be awarded second base here. It's a ground rule double.
Well, he definitely puts a charge into this one, and the outfielder has zero chance to make a play on it. Next thing you know, the relievers in the pen have another ball to warm up with.
Here's J.D. Martinez, and he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Center fielder on the run, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Xander.
So here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Xander Bogaerts. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Popped up, and Grandal able to make the catch, and that'll end the inning. Takes just 4 pitches to retire the Red Sox. Bad time for a goose egg as they trail by 4. Yasmani Grandal will get another shot at it here as we take you back to inning number 7. This was his second home run of the ball game, as he'd like nothing more than to make it 3 right here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line to the right side. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day.
McCann.
Stepping in now, James McCann, as the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike 1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Got him out at his front foot. It's 0-2. One and 2 to the White Sox catcher. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes. Runners on first with 1 down. And this one gets away. And now he throws on the brakes, but he can't get back to first, and he's nailed for the second out. Big mistake there. The 1-2 pitch. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this. Standing in, Rafael Devers. He'll be the one to lead off against Cishek, who tries to secure the victory. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that misses, ball 1. And this will be fouled away. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball. A bouncer to the left side, and that finds its way through for a base hit. Stepping into the box, Kevin Pillar. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Kelvin Herrera takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
Number 41, Kelvin.
From the stretch. Turned on down the line. But a foul ball here, 0-1. A runner at first with no outs here. 1-1. Popped him up. Encarnacion shading to his right, makes the play, one away. Stepping up to the plate, Christian Vasquez. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. On the ground to second base, this could be 2. To second for 1, on to first, and he rolls the double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Wow, that was a fun one to watch. A great game for guys with the sticks, but for pitchers, not so much. A classic slugfest, and they walk away on top in the end.
17-13 in this afternoon's game. The Chicago White Sox hit 6 home runs as a team on the way to a win. Michael Kopech claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 1 minute. Our Fenway Park paid attendance this afternoon, 37,755. We'd like to thank the Red Sox Nation for their continuing support and remind you to please drive home safely.